Mercedes Benz concept CLA. An electric starship that heists for Tesla. The new hyper-efficient EV concept features modern technology and 1960s cool. September 3, 2023, when the folks at Mercedes Benz told us we'd be seeing the CLA concept, which is all electric and one of the most energy-efficient electric cars ever created. We thought they were talking about two separate vehicles. No, it turns out they're one and the same. The EV version of the entry-level, compact CLA sedan isn't just a Tesla Model 3 rival. With Mercedes cachet and cool mid-century vibes, it's one of the most energy-efficient electric cars on the road. The electric answer to a 1-liter car efficiency isn't something people think about a lot when it comes to EVs. But for those of us worried about sitting behind a charger waiting to continue our journey, or, the idea of reducing our energy footprint in general, it should be important. According to Mercedes, using much of the technology seen in the EQXX concept car we drove last year, the CLA will use 19.2 kilowatt-hours to drive 100 miles, or rather, 5.2 kilowatt-hours. If that makes more sense. To put that in perspective, the rear-wheel drive version of the Kia EV6 electric crossover uses 28 kilowatt-hours per 100 miles, 3.6 mpg kWh. While the sedan's Hyundai Ioniq 6 uses 24 kilowatt-hours per 100 miles, 4.2 mpg kWh. The long-range Tesla Model 3 is in the middle, at 26 kilowatts, 100 miles, equivalent to 3.8 miles per hour. As you can see, the CLA can extend its kWh far beyond the competition. Mercedes considers the CLA concept to be the electric equivalent of a 1-liter car. The rarely achieved European ideal of driving 100 miles on 1 liter of fuel, which equates to about 240 mpg. It's an admirable goal, and not one we'd expect to see on Mercedes' wish list. Tesla-like range. What range does this mile per kilowatt-hour figure work in? Mercedes hasn't said anything about battery size, but it estimates a range of 466 miles in the European WLTP test cycle. Before you spit your soda all over your keyboard, remember that WLTP is very optimistic compared to the US market EPA test cycle, but that should still translate to a Tesla like 350 to 375 miles here. More importantly, Mercedes says the 800-volt, 250 kilowatts charging system will deliver 250 miles, WLTP, on a 15-minute fast charge. To achieve this, Mercedes has stripped the CLA concept down to its most obvious elements. Oh wait, no they didn't. Mercedes is tight-lipped about the technical details, noting that the concept is rear-wheel drive. Features a single engine, thinking the architecture could support all-wheel drive, and references a new heat pump that's more efficient than a traditional engine. Heating and air conditioning system. But Benz is passionate about styling, and for good reason. The CLA concept sports all the leather-wrapped glitz we've come to expect from Mercedes. And we mean it because the concept is covered in shiny silver natural leather. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Foreign style. My God. It's full of stars. The shape of the CLA concept is clearly related to the current internal combustion CLA, with muscle emphasized in the form of chrome-trimmed creases on the body sides. There's no shortage of brightwork here. Apparently Mercedes thinks it's time for the chrome to make a comeback. Turn around and you'll notice that Mercedes has subtly extended the lower end of the rear window towards the trunk, disguising the vaguely hatchback, in a form that is clearly a CLA sedan. From the faux grille to the taillights, the CLA concept is decorated with 3 pointed stars. A billion of them are in the grille cutouts, which light up in a greeting pattern when the car is started, etched into the headlights and stamped into the 21-inch chrome aero slick wheels. The taillights are naturally three-pointed stars, and the same shapes are even etched into the glass roof, which stretches to form the rear window. We asked a Mercedes employee how many three-pointed stars there were, and the look on their faces indicated that they hadn't counted and were horrified at the thought of asking for it at our request. Interior style. Phasers Stun A.